Time in YouTube, and welcome back to another TCGO Battle on the channel. Today is our first match with the Snorlax deck that we're using this week. I am playing a good friend of mine, VespiKing. If you haven't heard of him, make sure to check out his Twitter. Will be in the description below. So good. Make sure to go send him a like if you like. Anyway, we're gonna get right into this. We're playing our good old TNT Snorlax, as stated already. So best 2 of 3. Good luck to my friend Vespi, and hopefully we can pull out on top. Of course, this is a pretty janky, more like a fun deck, so I don't know if we'll get 2 wins, but hey, we're gonna play, we're gonna have a good time. He's bringing a water deck. Bringing a water deck. So what could it possibly be? I don't know. He's going to get this coin toss. And here it goes. We're losing the coin toss, so he can decide if he wants to go first or second, and we're gonna go first. So, we have a Snorlax and a Drowsy, but the rest of our hand does not look all that appetizing. No. Snorlax doesn't want to eat pretty much anything that's here. But we have the Drowsy. We're gonna be able to play a Fairy Energy, get that town map off. We get an end, so that's even better. Throw that Fairy Energy down. We're going to play a town map, which will reveal that one of our Snorlax is prized, Aromatisse is prized, Artillery is prized. That's not a good thing to have prized. Anyway, we're going to go for the end. As much as I'd rather go for a Bridget, I don't have that luxury, but I do get a Remoraid and a Fighting Fury Belt, which will help my HP. And now all I need is a double colorless energy on the following turn, and we'll be able to pretty much survive any hit coming our way, and we'll be able to start attacking, which will be great, because he should only be a Frogadier at that point. He's going for a Dive Ball, drops a Remoraid, gets the Frogadier probably for next turn. Unfortunately for him, I do have an end, so that poor little Frogadier is not going to be in his hand. And if I can get that double colorless energy as stated, I should be able to knock it out. I'm not needing the Drowsy. I have Hypno up. I might want a Sycamore here, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm going to Sycamore. It is more luxurious for me to Sycamore instead of getting rid of that Frogadier out of his hand. No double colorless energy. That's not good. I needed the energy drop. I really did. I'm not playing the Fairy Garden just yet. Battle Compress. Let's get rid of a Lysander. Don't need that. Don't need the Bridget. And I definitely don't need the Zerosix. So those 3 can go. I do believe I can go for a sacrifice on that and on the Sycamore. And we can get the Artillery going. And hopefully get that double colorless energy that we need. So we're going to drop that right down. I will play the Fairy Garden just for extra card draw. Come on, double colorless. Yes! Got it! 2 of them! Beautiful! We can knock out this Froakie. So we're going to put this thing to sleep. Good night, baby. We're putting that thing to sleep. Cradle him away. Good night. And toss and turn. Bam! Knocked out Froakie. Knocked out that Froakie, no need for it to be worried anymore. We're gonna go for the Skylar, because that gives me a whole bunch of opportunities. I stay asleep, which I'm fine with, because I don't need to be awake. But he's only got a Remoraid left. This is gonna be a pretty fast game. Gets the Artillery drop, but again, he does not have enough HP to handle a Snorlax. Goes for the starting Megaphone, which will actually remove my Fighting Fury Belt. Goes for a Battle Compressor. Too bad I did pretty much have to sacrifice 2 Fighting Fury Belts now to the discard pile. 1 to the Sycamore I played originally, and then 1 to the Snorlax that just lost it. So, I don't believe we have any more. We saw he ditched a Battle Compressor. No, he ditched the End, Lysander, and a Sycamore. Thankfully, we are pretty much in a great position. He's going for a Lysander. Thankfully, we have Skyla in our hand that we did go for. He does not go for the knockout. Oh, hold on. He goes for the Abyssal Hand. Does he go for the Lysander? Does he go for the Lysander? Because, I hate to say it, We have a Skyline back. Goes for the VS Seeker again. Goes for the N. Does he go for the N now or the Lysander? Which is the pick? Which is the pick? Goes for the Lysander. Switches into Octillery. We've got this game. Game number 1 is going to be ours just that quickly. Skyla is going to net us a Float Stone. I didn't put Float Stone in here. That's alright. I'm going to go for a Fairy Guard. Play said Fairy Guarded. Play a Fairy Energy on our good old Octillery, and I'll just retreat out into the Snorlax. Go for... Oh, hold on. Go for that good night, babies. We're going to put him to sleep, and we're going to take out this Octillery. Taking him down one turn at a time. Didn't even get a chance to lead that Froakie. It was just gone. Game number 1 goes to Snorlax. Oh yeah, he's a fast little sleeping, munching mon. Alright, we're not going to hold him up too much longer. Here's game number 2. Can we continue this streak with Snorlax? I don't know. That was pretty good. I actually enjoyed how that worked out. We're going to go right back into that. TNT, Snorlax gets a win. Now can we just score a second one? This will be a really fast session if that happens. Hopefully that doesn't happen. He goes to the VespiKing is in the building. So coin toss, we're gonna call tails, and we win it. And I do want to go first. So I will be playing first. This gives me the luxury of setting up turn 1. Not with that hand, I'm not. Not with that hand, I'm on. And my opponent has no better. No better on his part. So, what are we going to see? We see a Snorlax and a Spritzee. Well, I do need a Drowsy. That is more important. Your opponent still has no basics. So we will be getting a free mulligan, which is beautiful for us. There's our prizes. He has nothing in there. Please wait while your opponent chooses their active. They have a Pokemon that they can use. Again, my issue is I have no energy. Yes, I would like to draw that additional card, and it's a Snorlax. He has the Froakie up this time, which is a bit scary, but I don't really want either of these. I'll go for the Fairy Garden. Play it up right away in case he does not have the Rough Seas. I'll go for the town map, reveal what I have trapped in here, and I have one of those poor little Drowsies just trapped sitting there, but we are going to go for the Professor Sycamore. I don't need any of the supporters. Apparently I didn't need much of anything. I didn't get my Drowsy, I didn't get my Hypnose, I didn't get much of anything. It's kind of disheartening right now. We are just going to pass this turn though. I'll be able to attack, but I have no way to put myself to sleep. So unfortunately, this Froakie will be able to do a little bit of setup. Here comes a Frogadier. If I can get myself into an end position, that might be better, because he won't have that luxury. Rough Seas does come into play, and he ends the turn. No Pokemon, no nothing. I think this poor boy's getting some bad draws. We do have Aromatisse. We have an energy now on the Snorlax. I will be removing that Rough Seas with the Fairy Garden. And at this point, I think it's just best that I go for the Sycamore one more time. I need Hypno and I need Drowsy. So, let's go for it. We get a couple Ultra Balls, which is beautiful. That's exactly what we need. I'm going to get rid of the Professor's Letter and the Battle Compressor. And we're going to get our Drowsy. I can't knock out this Froakie this turn. But we're going to go toss and turn. Hit him for 30. Puts him in range of being knocked out next turn, but he'll be able to get that Frogadier attack off. Goes for a Rough Seas, which is bad for us. And there's the Frogadier. And if he's got a Water Energy, he does not. He has an N though. Hopefully we can grab our Hypno. We have two of them still in the deck somewhere. We We get an Ultra Ball. Okay, I'm alright. I'm alright with this. I am alright with this. Does he get a Water Energy? He gets a Dive Ball. Goes for the Octillery. That's fine. I do not have an N in my hand right now, so I can't counter that. I don't believe I have an N in the discard pile as well, so unfortunately can't counter the hand. But he has no Water Energy! That is not good for my opponent, as I will be able to put him in the same position as I did last time. I can sacrifice my Spritzy and the Battle Compressor. Battle Compressor. We're gonna put him to sleep. Here's the evolution of a Hypno. Fighting Fury Belt. And I'm alright with what my hand looks like. I don't need the Octillery hand. So we are gonna go, hold on. I'm gonna put both of us to sleep. I'm sorry. And then I will go for the toss and turn, which will knock out this Frogadier before it gets a chance to attack. And we are going to claim our Remoraid. I stay asleep, but he does need some help right now, because this is literally going to be one of the fastest series I've ever had. He's got a Lysander. Unfortunately, though, with the Aromatisse and the Fairy Energy, I can just transfer that energy onto the Hypno. Oh, hold on. Can't do that. I've lost 2 Fairy Gardens. I think there's 3. So we are just going to VS Seeker, get our Skyla, go for that said Skyla, and we're going to go for that Fairy Garden. This way we can retreat in, out, do all that free stuff. Get rid of that Rough Seas one more time. We're going to go with the Aromatisse Fairy Transfer. Take that. Come on. Mouse doesn't want to do it. There we go. Put it on that. And then we can say done. We can now freely retreat out into Snorlax. We can now move that energy one more time from the Hypno to the Snorlax. We'll say done. We're gonna put our fellow Mon to sleep, and just like last game, guys, couldn't keep up. Now, does that mean we're gonna have that problem with the X's? I don't think so. But because the Froakie line are pretty weak at the start, it is really easy for Snorlax to just lay on them, take them down. That wasn't really a challenge, per se, but that was our best 2 of 3. Unfortunately, Greninja did not survive. Would it have made it if Shaman was in the deck? Possibly, I can't say for sure. But it would have netted us 2 extra prizes too, because I could have easily taken the Shaman out and Lysandered it. So I'm not too sure how that would have worked out. Let me know what you guys think. I think, unfortunately, he just had a couple bad draws. I've played the deck. It's a pretty close remake of the Greninja Break deck I actually looked into a couple, I guess it'd be a couple months back now. But anyway, thank you so much, VespiKing, for playing. That was kind of short. Not gonna lie. But, as always, I'll take on any battler I so choose. So make sure to leave yourselves a... check out my Twitter. And make sure to leave comments on when I look for people, because I look for people all the time. Because I record these things on a regular basis, because they're fun, they're enjoyable, and I love them. But, I'm gonna get myself out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. But until then, time out.